We're gonna have a bitter morning today. Hi everyone, today I'm going to be making and showing you how to prepare bitters for your morning. So it's really important to have a bitter, maybe probably before every meal, like I mentioned in my previous video at breakfast. But if you're not someone who can carry around a tea or make sure you're having a bitter before every meal, you can do it in the morning. So why do we have bitters? Bitters help to stimulate digestive enzymes in our mouth and in our gut. So this actually helps to prep the body for digesting food and prepare you for having a meal without all the nitty-gritties like the uncomfortable heartburn, as I mentioned, and indigestion. And it actually helps with gut flora as well. So we want to make sure that our gut is really healthy and happy all the time. If you're someone who has a hard time digesting food, it would be really a good idea probably to introduce a bitter drink in the morning or before every meal. So today I'm going to show you how I prepare bitters and what kind of bitter drinks you can prepare for yourself at home in the morning when you wake up. So let's go over here. In my tea cabinet, I have, okay. So the first thing I'm gonna pull out here is actually something called Dandelion. So this is an instant herbal beverage with dandelion. It's 100% caffeine free and it's kind of a coffee alternative. So there's no coffee actually in here. It's actually made up of, and I will read to you, it has roasted barley, rye, chicory, dandelion root, which is our main ingredient for digesting, and it has sugar beet. So I really like the Dandy blend, and I'll just pull out my other one that's like literally empty. So I'm going to show you guys how to make this. If you're looking to buy this locally in the Philippines, it's actually not available. You need to get it from iherb.com and it ships right to your door. If you're abroad in the States or in another country, I'm sure that they have it online or at your local health food store. So this has no acidity and it has no bitterness. It's really great. There's a few ways you can make this, and I'll get my cup here. I'll just need a spoon. So there's a few ways you can make this. Actually, this spoon is too small. So there's a few ways you can make this. You can take a teaspoon, if it's your first time, a heaping teaspoon, something like that. Or you can do 2 heaping teaspoons for a really strong drink. So you just put that in there, grab some water. This is gonna fill up. So this is a really good size mug. And then for this, you can add your favorite creamer. I have a coconut creamer here actually. Just a little bit. And some sugar. This is a really good drink in the morning. If you're someone like me who loves to have coffee in the morning, this is a really good drink because it tastes just like coffee. And you can actually really feel the difference after a week of use or even after the first 3 times of use. When you have breakfast, it goes down easier. Your food kind of like gets packed up well and you have better stools. You have better stools, better bowel movements, and it's really a good stimulating drink. Dandelion is one of the herbs that herbalists mostly use for anything that needs to be stimulating on the liver and the kidneys. So there are contraindications with dandelion, and if you have severe liver or kidney disease and are pregnant, it's best not to try this drink because it is very powerful. I will be showing you something later on that you can drink if you do have any of these contraindications. Dandelion we use because it is an alternative. Alternative means a purifying agent in the body, so it works on the liver and the kidney to help purify those organs. It's also a diuretic, and a diuretic just basically means that it helps to increase urination. So if you need to relieve your body of any excess fluids from edema, congestive heart failure, or hypertension, diuretics are what we use for those kinds of ailments. And that is why with the diuretic, it's really important to be safe and to know what contraindications are implemented. Another thing that the dandelion is actually a cholagogue, and that means it stimulates bile. So this helps to stimulate basically the liver, the bile, and helps with digestion. So that is our Dandy Blend coffee alternative. If you are someone like me and you cannot go the morning without having coffee, you can actually mix this half and half. So half Dandy Blend and then half actual coffee. So you can make yourself an espresso or any type of brewed coffee and mix it half and half. So you have a little bit of caffeine kick and you also have the stimulating bitter that dandelion gives you. So I'll put this to the side. Okay. So next I wanted to show you guys a dandelion tea. This is actually from Healthy Options. It's the organic roasted dandelion root tea, and you can get this online at your health food store. It's readily available all over the world. You can also have dandelion in its loose form. Oops. And these are just dried dandelion leaves, and these are actually really, really potent. I have both. If I'm making a dandelion for myself, I will use the tea bag because it's really, really strong. I like to steep it for 10 to 15 minutes. And as I always tell all my clients, and if you follow me already, you know that I always say to make sure you have a cup that has a cover. This is actually a beer mug, but here's a better example. So this has a cover, or you can just put a plate on top of a regular mug. It doesn't need to be complicated. So I will put this in here and we're gonna steep this for about 10 minutes. This is my favorite cup. I actually got this vintage from a shop on Instagram. It's a beer mug. It's fun to use. Okay, we'll put this to the side. I'm gonna steep this because I wanna show you what the color should be after 10 to 15 minutes. Right now it's really light, a light brown. Later I will show you actually how to make the loose leaf for a child. So for people who don't like having tea or having coffee in the morning, that's totally understandable. If you don't like the taste of coffee, never drink coffee, or don't really like to drink tea, because this is really a strong, rooty, kind of earthy taste for a tea. I do have another bitter for you, and it's probably the most popular bitter. It is cacao. So here we have cacao in its powdered form. And if you're someone who lives in the Philippines, you know that we have a very, a large demand for cacao because we like to have champorado in the morning, which is our chocolate rice dish. And we have something called tablea. So I have actually here, this is from an online Instagram store called gelai.ph. And they actually make this really delicious hot chocolate elixir. And it's using local source cacao. In the Philippines, if you are living here, you would know that we are known for some of our cacao farms in Davao, and this is a really good product. So today I'm gonna make this for you and show you how it's done. If you take one pack out, it comes with 3 tableas, and we are going to put this in nut milk or any kind of milk that you prefer. So boil 2 cups of milk, that's what we'll do in a minute. And not only that, it's called an elixir because they also give you a pack of cinnamon and chili mix. So this is a really good mix. Not only do you have the raw cacao, which has magnesium, it can lower blood pressure, it's really a bitter, so it helps also stimulate the digestive system. It helps to lower blood pressure, it's a tonic for the heart, and it reduces inflammation also. So you also have this mix of chili and cinnamon. Cinnamon and chili are warming herbs, is what we would call them. So it really helps to warm up that digestive system in the morning. It helps to prepare your body for eating food all day long. So we have chili here, and this is really a good blend. I'm excited to make this for you guys, and I'm excited for you to try this if you can order it. All right, let's go. Here, I'm going to, okay, we're gonna put this on low heat. Today I'm using unsweetened almond breeze, almond milk, but you can use any kind of milk. And you're gonna put about 2 cups in here. Okay, who knows if that's 2 cups? Another little vintage trinket I have is my copper kettle from Japan. So once this comes to a boil, which it will, quite quickly actually, we're gonna put in the cacao, tablea, 3 of them. I'll just prepare that, and I just, So this is a really nice ritual to do in the morning. I'm a big fan of having a tea, coffee, or hot chocolate ritual in the morning because it sets the intention for today. And I know that word is like so loosely used everywhere, but it sets the intention whether or not you like it for preparing your body for health, for better digestion. And it gives you a little bit of a clear mind during the day. Sitting here waiting for your milk to boil so you can make yourself a really nice warming drink is really just a fun time. So we'll put the 3 in here. So this will take a little while to kind of melt down. Very easy to get raw cacao in the Philippines and very good. So here I'll just read to you on the packet. It already says it's rich in antioxidants and it improves digestive health because it is a bitter. And this is made from locally grown select cacao beans. There's no preservatives in this. Usually that is how our tablea are, right? So let me just lower the fire. Oh my gosh, if you could smell this when will they do that? When will they allow us to smell videos? Sensory. So keep this on low heat. You don't want it to simmer away. You just really want to get the chocolate to melt. Okay, so it's pretty much melted. If it's already on low heat, you could turn it off, and then you will take the elixir itself, which is the cinnamon and the chili. Delicious. This is also really good for children. You can put the heat back on just a little bit. In the mornings, if your child doesn't like to drink tea, I have 3 children. All of them like tea, but my eldest really likes tea, so he'll drink the tea. My middle child, she's 2.5, and she will definitely drink this. This also isn't sweet. It is a little bit earthy because it is raw cacao. So you can always sweeten it with a little bit of coconut sugar. We can go over and pour it into our cup after I get something to hold this. You really want to make sure it's all mixed up in there. I'm telling you, my house help, she makes it better than I do. Okay, and then just pour some in the cup. And this is a really good morning bitter. You're gonna have a really easy time digesting throughout the day. Even if you just do it in the morning, that's totally fine. I myself, I like to carry around the tea, like I said in my breakfast video, have it a little bit before every meal, but just in the morning is already enough to help keep your digestive system up and toned and working. So I'm gonna put this back on the stove and we're gonna put this to the side. Let us cover it so we can keep it warm. Like I said, if you don't have a cup with a cover, you can always just use a plate. Keep it simple. So this, I wanted to go back to the tea real quick and show you the color of this tea. So this is like a really rich, earthy, dark brown. That's what you're looking for. And the reason why I always say to cover our tea is because in our tea, there are actually something called volatile oils. And these volatile oils, they will escape with the smoke or the mist coming out of the tea when it's hot. So cover your tea, keep those volatile oils in there. And those are really a lot of the things that help make the tea beneficial. So I have something, again, like I said, for those who have contraindications. I know you want perfect health. I know you want to stimulate your digestive system and keep it up and running. And so I am going to show you how to make what herbalists like to call a medicinal dose of lemon water in the morning. I know we all do lemon water, most of us in the morning, and it's great to do it, but you want to make sure you're getting enough lemon in that water. It's borderline not very comfortable to drink, but it really does help with stimulating the liver, the bile, and helping your body prepare for digestion. So I will get this ready. I've already washed my lemon, and this is, my husband's a chef, so he always tells me to roll the lemon. It gets all the juices to the center, so it's easier to squeeze. So let me get a knife. So for about 500 ml of water, you are going to use 1 full lemon, not half, but the entire lemon. So what I like to do is I like to squeeze it in. It might be a little bit uncomfortable when you're drinking it. It might kind of feel like your throat is burning a little bit, but there's a misconception that lemon is not okay for people who are acidic. It actually is, because lemon turns into an alkaline ash once it's digested in the body. So it actually helps to prevent having a super acidic stomach. I actually popped the lemon in there because you don't want to waste anything. I'm gonna go get water. Some water, put it in here. Okay. And I'm going to let this sit actually for about 10 minutes. When you're drinking your medicinal dose of lemon water, you want to make sure that you drink it 30 minutes before you eat anything in the morning, because this ensures that the lemon water will hit the digestive system first before any food does. So in your lemon water, you can actually add a sprinkle of cayenne pepper, and this will also help stimulate the digestive system. Just like with the chili for our hot chocolate, we add another warming herb in here, which is cayenne, and that will help also warm up the digestive system. It's really important to warm up that digestive system. And we have what we call in herbalism warming herbs, chili and cayenne being 2 of those. So you can put a sprinkle in here. If not, that's fine also, but that would be your lemon water for the day. Preferably no sugar added, no honey, if you can manage it. If you can't, you can put a little bit of honey, that's totally fine. So for children in the morning, you have so many options for them. The hot chocolate is a really great option. It's a little bit bitter, but it's totally manageable for children. My daughter loves it, like I said earlier. For children, for the Dandelion Tea, if you can get your hands on loose leaf version of Dandelion, it's better. So this is a half teaspoon actually, and I would take a half teaspoon of this. Okay, it's really tiny, and throw that in there, really tiny. If you can't get your hands on loose leaf, that's totally okay. What I would do is I would take the tea bag, you would cut this open, and you would also get a half teaspoon of this. So just a half teaspoon of this. It'll look something like this. It doesn't look like this full type of leaf that we have here. Hot water, and always make sure to cover it. So I only steep this halfway for my son, and this will take a while to steep, and we'll just see. Okay,